First, thank you all for coming. It's my pleasure to be here. I always enjoy so much coming down here. We have varying skill levels here, from complete novice all the way to expert. And so we'll try to work with all of you on the level that you're at. So don't feel uncomfortable at any time. Again, when you're doing a move, safety is really important. We just want to have fun. So we're here to learn and have a good time. So please take it at your pace, and don't be afraid to ask questions. If something doesn't make any sense to you, let's walk through it with you and help you with it, okay? The other thing is, not every single idea or move is something natural for you. If you look around at all of our faces, we're all different ages and we all have different experiences. We were all born and raised differently, but we have the same thing in common. We're all human beings that deserve the right to protect ourselves. So this guy might digest an idea of a technique a lot different than you. And so I'm a custom fitter. I'm an advisor. So I don't care if you don't get a move. If it's not natural for you, we get rid of it and we find something that is natural for you. So that way you're going home and it's a custom fit for your body and your mind. And that's one of the precepts to Bussey Combatives, is to understand that we want this to be personal for you. Because when those tough battles happen, it's you that has to face it. I mean, if you're attacked or something, it's you. We're not there to do anything about it. So you have to rely on your own intellect and your own physical capabilities. You may be going through a tough emotional problem that day, or you may have had the flu or something, and you still have to defend yourself. So in cases like that, your body just has to respond with what we call trigger mechanism. So we want to try to work that so it becomes natural for you. The general idea of Bussey Combatives is this. There's no particular style associated with what we're doing here. The focus is in hand-to-hand combat and to making sure that you can fight back or protect a loved one if necessary. And that's the whole idea of this. So it gives us an awful lot of leeway and freedom to share ideas and test maneuvers to make them work without worrying about upholding any particular structure or system. And that's what makes it so much fun to do, because it's unlimited. And your exposure in this system, you can be a complete beginner in your very first day. This may be your very first day of studying this concept. And in your very first day, you could learn some hand-to-hand techniques. You might also learn how to deal with somebody hitting you with a stick or attacking you with a knife or defending against a gun. But in regular martial arts practices, those kinds of things are reserved for advanced people after you really learn what they consider to be the foundation of basics. Proper stance and what your body is as a weapon. But my opinion is that it's all relative. Your body is a weapon right now, you just don't know it. We just got to bring it out naturally. I always use the example of a basic blocking maneuver. And I was raised in traditional martial arts where you spend a lot of time blocking a certain way. And I spent hours and hours doing certain kinds of blocks. And when it come right down to it, we would do all these things. But if somebody took a swipe at your head, with one day of training or with a black belt, most people would respond exactly the same way, and that they would just go like that, which looks so different from the kinds of blocks that I had been practicing. And there is obviously merit to learning those kind of blocks in terms of just the sport aspect and learning traditional arts and the benefits of self-discipline. All that's really great. But in terms of actual practical value, it didn't have a whole lot of practical value. So my allegiance is to make sure that I'm just giving you things with practical value. It's not to uphold the particular system of a block. And with that frame of mind, it'll take you about 5 minutes to learn how to block versus 2 years. Because if I hit you, and I said, don't let me hit you, what would you do? You'd go like that. And well, that's natural, and that's what we're going to practice. And we're going to develop that. So it makes it so darn easy to learn, and you can get so good, so quick learning this way because it's so free and open.